too, my brother. And good evening to everybody. We're going to start our meeting at 6:01. Get y'all out of here. And that, so as we always do, we'll open with prayer. Miss Angela, would you mind opening us in prayer? And if you could, in your prayer, include Tony, Richard, and Juanita and Calvin, please.
Gosh, Tony and Juanita. Okay. Heavenly Father, we come to you as humble as we know how. First of all, Lord, we want to say thank you for letting us all come together as one. Lord, bless this meeting that we make some accomplishments of what we're setting out to do. Heavenly Father, bless each and every person that's under the sound of my voice, that they are all doing well, bless their families. And we want to put out a special blessing to Tony and to Miss Juanita and her family and whoever else we don't know about, but we want to bless each and every one of them. Father, please just let us all be safe in our endeavors. Bless us as we are on the highways and byways, and let us have a good meeting. In Jesus' name I do pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you, dear. And some of you, I'm assuming everyone does, but in case you don't know, Juanita lost her son, Calvin. And I guess I think lost. Her son passed, Kevin. And we were able to send flowers from CBTU. Well, you know, Frank was there, and Tiffany and Cal Esther and other people supporting us. So the CBTU family was there supporting us, and same with Tony. We were able to send flowers, beautiful flowers, as a matter of fact. So let's keep everybody uplifted in prayer. Then I know Frank and Chris have to go, but everybody take care of yourself. Don't take any day for granted. We know now. And so and you all are loved and respected. One thing somebody was, oh, that's my friend Tracy. Hi, Tracy. She's here. And Dave. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
And somebody was telling me the other day, and it was nice. They were being nice to me, saying, you know, I'm doing this for CBTU and doing that. And I told them, I said, man, a leader ain't nothing without a team, man. And we got a great team here. So we're going to keep on doing what we're doing. There's a lot of things coming up. We had a major issue with the election coming up. Frank and I were discussing before we started the meeting. President Melvin has called an emergency or urgent meeting about the election. And I'm gonna get into it in my report when we do get through the agenda. But before Frank Christie goes, everybody, we got to get on the stick, because these folks are talking about changing the way votes are counted. I forgot the state of, I want to say it's Arizona, but if their governor wins, their secretary of state wins, their attorney general wins, and a vote comes in for a Democratic presidential candidate, they can nullify it legally. I mean, it's just mind blowing what's happening in America. When they know they can't win, they change the rules. So it is what it is.
What they've been doing to Black America.
Yeah.
Now they're giving it to everybody.
Exactly. They don't care. They don't care, because they're like, we ain't getting this money. It's like Frank and I, those of you just joined us, we were talking about donating to Mississippi, and we'll talk about it in our meeting. And someone sent out a thing saying 13 billion to Israel, 20 billion to somebody else, and Mississippi. We got our prayers and our thoughts, you know. So we will do that. But we'll go ahead back. Start with our agenda that I don't have in front of me. So we've done the first thing I like to do is to call for a vote to accept the agenda as presented. Is there a motion?
Motion to support.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion for all in favor?
Aye.
Unfortunately, I don't have the agenda right in front of me, but I think next up is a report from our treasurer. Did I put you on the spot?
No. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
The beginning balance in Comerica was $3,831.21. We had accounts receivables of $5,963. Our accounts payable was $7,172.18, which leaves us with a total of $2,622.03 in the Comerica account. I did put on the side in the notes as to where the monies came from that we received and the monies that were paid out. It's a lot of them. I don't know if you guys want me to read them. Would you like me to read them or no? No, okay.
Oh, no.
In our First Independence account, we have a beginning balance of $6,728.48. Ending balance $6,728.48, which gives us a total of $9,350.51 in both accounts.
Tracy, excuse me, Tracy, you on twice.
Okay.
Tracy? Okay, there she on twice.
Okay, this concludes my report.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Got questions? I have a question, one question.
Oh, sorry.
Tawana, on the account we have the $6,000 in for scholarship.
Yes.
Did that account draw interest? Is it an interest growing account?
No, it's not. It's a non-interest drawing account.
So maybe, and we can entertain this on new business, that we can transfer that to in the same bank in an interest gathering account.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
I mean, if it's just sitting there, not doing, getting any money, it's not the business. So can we'll talk about a new business vote on it, but we do like to have you investigate that for us.
Okay, I sure will.
Okay. Any other questions? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to accept the report, reject the report.
There was
I
already,
make-
there was already a motion.
There's already a motion, we just need to vote.
Any opposed?
Nay.
All right, thank you. Motion is passed. Next up, our corresponding secretary, is Michelle with us? Okay, I do have some, well, I'll save that for my report. Next up is our, our secretary, recording secretary. Minutes.
The minutes were emailed out. Everyone's gotten a copy of it.
I make a motion.
Go ahead, babe.
I make a motion that we suspend the reading of the minutes since it was sent out electronically. If anybody has any questions, they can contact Tracy.
Second.
Include acceptance of the minutes with that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Here now, thank you. Next up are our committee reports. Are there any committee reports?
I can do the one that you wanted me to start with the
Yes, sir, please.
with the furniture raffle. So basically just what I was thinking, maybe we just keep it at the same $2,000 amount and go from $15 a ticket to $20 a ticket. And I'm gonna need that zip code because I need to update the website and the Cash App.
That's okay. I'm just walking in the door. That's why.
No, that's fine. That's, I was just throwing it out as a reminder. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm flying out to Hawaii and I want to do it in the morning. And I want to make sure I have that done this evening.
Phil, what time you picking me up?
6:30. So, but I want to emphasize that do not submit names for tickets to myself and Tracy, because me and Tracy like to have a connection fit on the last furniture raffle of names that was not paid for. And we have to go through a huge list of removing name. So if there is no monies attached to a name, do not submit it to myself or Tracy, because we do the redundant list of ticket holders. So, and I was thinking that we would also have this drawn December the 17th, sometime between 3 and 5. So it'd be the Saturday after our, if I'm not even sure if we're gonna have a meeting in December, but
No, normally we don't meet in December. But we can do something, you know, on through Zoom.
yeah.
But
and-
whatever your committee decides, we'll do.
Yeah, so that, and I already set up a meeting ID number. That's 847-02-67-2210. And the passcode will be you are a winner, but that's the letter U, the letter R, the letter A, then winner. That would be the passcode for that. And last time, my committee, I'm not sure if it's gonna be the same. I had Tanya, Denise, Anthony, Michelle, Bobby, and Veronica, and of course myself. So I don't know if those individuals want to participate and being.
And we can recruit some more people, Phil. You know, Saturday we'll recruit some people as well.
Okay, and so, but basically roughly, that's what I'm looking at, going from $15 to 20, and then selling tickets on I guess we're gonna do physical tickets as well as Cash App and on the website. So,
So Phil, may I ask you, you know, get that to Pam and Denise, so they'll have it. Let me ask you a question, because I've forgotten, what do we require everybody to sell? Do you want to keep that the same, or do you want to change that? We are all responsible for a certain amount of tickets.
I don't remember what it was before, but we
don't
do,
either.
but we
We have
do,
it in the minutes, I know.
yeah. But I do know that we as individuals need to be responsible for tickets and sell those, and not rely so much on locals purchasing tickets. You know, we actually need to sell tickets. That's how we're going to get the name out, and, you know, by personal interaction with the individuals by selling tickets, as opposed to just going to the local. I'm not saying you can not go to the local, but you should be actually responsible for actually selling tickets to individuals. They don't have to be your co-workers. You know, it can be anybody. You know, so, but
Because as I recall, last time we were tasked, the executive board was tasked with a certain amount. We sold more.
I don't remember what it was. I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, you want to keep it that same way? You want to keep doing it that way?
I think that's a good idea. I know we were as board members, we were responsible for a few more than members of the board.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at, I've got everything from the first raffle. This
Okay.
is all the, Bill, it shows that you bought 10 tickets. Angela Powell bought 5, Anthony Thomas 6. Let me see. Juanita bought 7, Joanne White 7. Let me see what I bought. Tiffany Bush bought 7. Tawana bought 7.
So that might have been what we were required. I think it was 7 for us and 5 for them.
Yeah, may have been. Let me
I think it was something like that.
What I don't know if back then was Angela Powell on the e-board, because she bought 5. Tony Rich bought 7. It seems like e-board members bought 7. Calvin bought 7. Dave Claxton bought 7.
Yep, that sounds right.
7. Yvonne Cash bought 5. I bought 8.
Well, you got money, so you know.
Okay, so all right, so we'll just leave it at.
So Phil, would you want to keep it that way, or
Yeah,
with the $20 increase, or do you want?
yeah, leave it at the same amount, and then, you know,
Wanna change
go from $15 to $20 per entry. And then we'll do the same thing for multiple entries that, you know, we want to, especially if on Cash App or on the website, that it would be, you know, number 1 through how many tickets they bought, so that we can keep track of how many entries individual has.
Okay.
So
Sounds good to
e-board
me.
is responsible for 7 and general membership for 5.
Yes.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Pam.
Tracy, the list you read off, but was that everybody, or that's just you was reading part of the list?
I got everybody alphabet.
Because I didn't hear my
Me
name and I
Oh, well,
know
no,
I
I
sold
didn't-
my tickets.
I didn't read off everybody's name.
Okay, that's what I was
I
just
just
asking.
did a
Okay,
random,
all right,
a random pull.
okay. All right, thanks.
And then, of course, we'll emphasize to everybody, you don't have to stop at 7 or stop at 5. If it's still 25, that's great. And like Phil said, it's open for everybody.
Mhm.
We'll do a big push on it too on social media and stuff. Any other questions for Phil? Any other suggestions?
Yeah, just
Hearing
help
none,
me,
and
help me.
Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, help me and let's make some money. We need some money because you know,
Oh yeah, well,
what my
I
agenda
commit to my 7.
we all know what my
I commit to my 7. What is that? 7 times 20 is what? 140?
Every time I check.
All right. So
All day long.
Yeah, that new math, who knows what that new math.
I'll have mine in October, second week of October. I have mine.
And I don't know how many tickets we wanna print up as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. And then again, we're gonna recruit some people to help you on that. Anybody on the executive board wants to help you, contact Phil, and he'll be in touch with Pam and with Denise. Any other questions for Phil? Any other suggestions?
Phil, one
Hearing none,
thing,
go
on
ahead.
this list, it shows the ticket number, I went up to 180.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we sold 180.
I've got
I think-
names down to number 180,
Oh, good.
so.
That's great. It's a good fundraiser for us, so we just keep going.
So, you know, we probably
Can
did
do
like 300. We probably did printed about 300 and probably just sold that many.
Mhm.
Yeah. So maybe
I'm gonna try and sell 50 tickets this time.
Okay. So yeah, make that 300 and 250 to the membership and 50 to Michael.
Sound like a deal
I
to me.
said, try, Bill, try.
And you know what they say, try to is lied to. So try to is lied to. So let's make it happen. You know, I just say, make it happen, Captain. You know.
I'm gonna get Dave Claxton to help me. He knows a lot of people.
Oh no, no, ain't no tag
Oh,
team. Ain't no
entertainment.
tag team. Ain't no tag team.
You know, I believe in teamwork, bro. Any other questions or Phil suggestions? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to accept this report.
So move.
There's a second.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, we'll move on. Next up, Dave Claxton, you have a report for us, sir?
I do not.
Okay, no problem, sir. And I'm
Can I
looking.
interject right quick, Michael?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I guess more so for Tracy for record keeping that preaches and Vince asked to be excused for this meeting and put me down for excuse for tomorrow because I will be in Hawaii.
Means Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. I'll be in Hawaii.
Hey, don't forget to pick me up at 6:30. I'll be at the door waiting.
I get you. I'm flying out tomorrow.
Confuse me tomorrow. Oh, I think it's Friday, Mike.
Well, I am flying out.
Never been there. Have a great time. You've been there about 3 times, haven't you?
No, never.
Never? Okay, because I've never
What
been there. I
island
want
are
to
you
go.
going to? What island?
Honolulu, Waikiki.
Oh, okay, Oahu.
Have fun, man. All I hear is that you need to have an extra day to recuperate from the plane ride or something, but I'd like to have that problem. I tell you.
Well,
Are there any,
it's shorter.
any additional?
It's shorter than the flight I took to Australia. So the flight
Oh,
to
man.
Australia was 10
Australia,
hours
you be there all
longer.
day.
Yeah, it was 10 hours long. It was 22 hours in the air. Yeah, so
Man, I remember I went to Beijing. It was the same thing.
Oh,
Ooh, it was a
goodness.
horrible trip because,
yeah.
well, I ain't gonna tell you what happened to me. Pam, you want to make a report, Pam? Miss Pam? Pam?
Which Pam are you looking for? You got two.
Oh, I'm sorry. Both of them are so beautiful. I'm just bedazzled by your beauty. I'm sorry. Miss Pamela Powell, please.
So you want a fundraising report?
Yeah, fundraising. And what we talked about, the boat ride, we shared with everybody.
Oh, okay.
Please.
So we did discuss the boat ride. People have been asking about it, but I know a lot of members wanted to change the date. So I'm thinking that since we have not done it in 2 years or 3 years, if we're going to change the date, this is a good time to do it. If we're still going to have it, we need to book this year for next year. So maybe in the meeting Saturday, it could come up for discussion. I don't know if we want to come up with some dates to recommend and they pick out of those dates, or if you want to take dates from the membership. I have no way of knowing how you want to determine those. If you guys have suggestions for that, I'm open. I'd like to bring back some of our old fundraisers as well as come up with some new ones. I'm thinking it's 12 months in a year. If we do this right, we should be able to do something every other month. It doesn't have to be anything big. So like you got a raffle going, maybe the next thing could be some type of event, then maybe some other type of raffle, and then another event. It would create a flow, because that's something we kind of don't have now.
Okay.
And I'm looking for members to be on the fundraising committee. So hopefully Saturday we can come up with some people.
And we will recruit. And one of the other things we talked about, everybody, is that participation, no matter what we do, whether it's the room full of furniture, boat ride, or we do an old school, new school dance, we got to have participation. If our members don't participate, we're doomed. So that's one of the things that we talked about. Phil and I were talking. I'm still ticked off the people that took boat ride tickets and never paid for them. You know.
Yeah, that was ugly. That was ugly. I can't believe our very own family would do us like that.
So we're gonna try to avoid those kind of things. Okay.
One more thing before because I'm gonna have to dip. This has nothing to do with fundraising, but for our trustees, hopefully you'll be in attendance on Saturday. I'd like to pull us to the side for a minute. We got to come up with some dates so we can actually do the job that we were elected to do.
Okay. I spoke to Joanne. Joanne, by the way, Joanne's excused too. Joanne White's excused too. I talked to Joanne and Denise, and they're going to get with you guys. And like I told you, you can use my Zoom or however you guys want to do it.
Okay, I'll see Joanne in a minute. We might talk about that. We might not.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions for Pam? Any suggestions? Any ideas? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to accept her report as presented.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Or
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Pam. Love you, girl. Are there any other committee reports? Any other committee reports? Any other committee reports? Hearing none, we'll move on. Thank you, everybody. Next up is the president's report. And
The Cliff Note version. Can we get the Cliff Note version?
no, you got to get the political action version from our leader, President Melvin.
Mike, I need to step because it's getting close to the time I have to leave.
Yes, ma'am.
But I wanted to let you all know I'm not going to be able to attend the event on the 24th. And then I'm asking to be excused this Saturday because I'll be out of town.
You said 24, you talking about the regional conference?
No, for Andela.
Oh, okay. That's the same day as regional conference.
I'll be here for that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
I'll be here for the regional
No,
conference.
I was confused. You said the 24th. Okay, I got you.
Right, but I will not be here this Saturday, so I'm asking to be excused.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. Chrissy, before you go, did you want to talk about your thing you talking about doing, the event thing with the sports thing? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, it hasn't been finalized yet, and I'm gonna get with, because we may do it as a regional and not just
Oh, okay.
a chapter.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking at different options.
Okay.
Remember, I got two hats.
Okay.
Multiple hats. All righty.
All right, dear. Be safe.
Everyone be safe. Thank you.
You
Thank
too.
you, dear. All right, go back, everybody. Get into I will clip it out, Phil, because it's a lot of stuff. So we really need to talk about our political action plan. For national, the executive council board meeting is going to be held in New Orleans, December 15th to the 18th. That is still on, but I'm still waiting to hear the details. When Frank and I were talking here, President Melvin called for an urgent leadership meeting on September 15th to discuss the national midterm elections. National requests that we partner with the National Black Workers Center for the 6th annual Labor Day celebration, and Tracy sent it out to you as soon as they gave it to me, like I think it was 2 days before Labor Day, She sent it out, I think last Saturday. And what's interesting about this, the National Black Worker Center, they had a full day about Black workers. Their focus is on Black workers. And I met with the regional director in the area, and she and I are investigating possible partnerships with the organization. I plan to bring her before the board either in October or November to let you know what we target. And I did not know it was the same organization as this already. So they already have a relationship with CB2 chapters around the country. So we're looking to see how we can work together. And she is the daughter of our treasurer, Twana Bruce. So that Union Black Power runs in the family. She's a very intelligent young lady. I look forward to working with. On the Detroit CBTU, first of all, I'm gonna tell you everybody, we had a great meeting last week. It was just fabulous for us to be together. And again, that was a year from the last time we met together. So that synergy is just amazing when we're all in the room. As you guys know, we had new members attend. We honored Miss Juanita and Miss Peaches, and Miss Juanita's award will be ready. We'll give it to her again. I am pleased to announce to you all that we received the Black Voters Matters grant. We got $5,000, y'all. I think it's a round of applause.
Yeah, all right.
That form was hard, y'all. I had to do 3 versions of it, but we got through it, and I'm really proud of our organization. They're going to get the updates to us on our MOU shortly. I had to take a class. It's called a new grant partner training, and I asked them to allow Michelle Thomas to be a part of that as well. Michelle, as you well know, brought that to us, and I tasked her to be in charge of this. So hopefully I'm sure they will. We'll be no issue with that. Voting right and election law training, that's going on right now. So much stuff going on at 7 o'clock tonight. So if you get off this, I'm gonna get you out of here. You can go on that training. I'm gonna take it because it's really good. It's NAACP National, Wayne County, NAACP, as well as Michigan Secretary of State. It's a voters right and election law training. Starts at 7 o'clock tonight. You guys got the email, so the link is right there. For Detroit CBTU, again, convention reports. We asked for them. I don't think, Tracy, if you got any reports from anybody besides me? Yeah, so executive board, we need to be leaders. So please get your convention reports to Tracy. They don't have to be as long as my president report, but please get them to Tracy. Meeting for location. This Saturday, everybody will be meeting at the Vote Center for one of the very final times. You may or may not know that Vote Center will be closing in November. And I have been seeking, and I've talked to some of you, get your feedback and ideas on a new low or no cost location. I've had some promising sites and people that are willing to work with us. If you know of a location, a church building, somebody said, hey, we can meet at the library. And Phil and I talked, and one of the things Phil and I talked about, we're still in our mission of getting our own building. We don't have right now, but we're working at that. But please, everybody, we need to get a location. I've talked to some labor folk, so I got some really good feedback. But if you know some people with the church or whatever, it's like right now, what I'm looking at, I think, because normally we don't meet in December unless we're going to do a party or something this year, and we'll talk about that later. Because December, I give everybody December off, so do what you got to do for your families. But we need to have a place by January for sure. So I don't know the exact date we'll be out of there. I know we'll be there for the election, but after that, it'd be really iffy. So if you know somebody or if you have a building, please get that information to us. Membership drive. Our membership drive is continuing. I need help, y'all. On Friday, September 16th and Saturday, September 17th, we will have a recruitment table at the Latino Workers Leadership Institute Conference. We need some volunteers to cover each day, only about 3 hours, but there's a good opportunity for us to meet some new people and recruit them for our organization. Just remember, we have been putting off giving the award because people who have recruited, the people that recruited have not paid their dues, nor have they said who recruited them. So as you recruit, please make sure that we know it's you that recruited them and make sure they pay their dues so you can get credit, get that $100 from the president's pocket. Dues that are paid after October 1st have been constituted as dues for the following year. I'm gonna ask Tracy under new business to talk about that. She and I talked about clarification on that, and she'll talk about that under new business. And we can vote on that to make sure we're all on the same page. From me, I am proposing that we revive our board assessments. We hadn't done it in a while. So that's in addition to our dues, something we've already been doing. I'm tasking us to all on the board, again, $100. That can be spread out over the year. And when Tracy talks about the dues structure, I'm talking about from January to October. You pay $10 a month extra. That would be your assessment, or you can pay it up front, however you want to do it. But each board member will be assessed $100 as we have done so in the past. Your national CBT uniforms, the polos are here. I'll be distributing them on Saturday. There was a glitch with the supplier, with just a nightmare. So now they're coming, not just us, but other people as well. So those of you I talked to at the meeting, last membership meeting, I have your polos, and those want to order, please order them. And I'm gonna ask everybody to wear those at the regional meeting when we have it up. If you want to order one, please contact Tony Richard. The Gun Violence Town Hall Summit, Shumate Sanders Beasley is heading up the project. I asked her, when she asked me, could we do something on that? Because she was a gunshot victim, and I said, yes, and you are going to be in charge. So we were in discussions with Region 1, the mayor's office, law enforcement, clergy, organization activists, and we'll keep you up to date on that. Fundraising, Pam just talked about, I'm again ask you to share your ideas with Denise Floyd and Pam Powell, or me. We discussed some of the projects, and some of them are time sensitive. And Tanya, are you here with us? Okay, Tanya's not here. Okay. There was and again, Phil's heading up the room for Fergia. Thank you, Phil. And Phil, Phil, let me go back to Phil real quickly. We need to vote, and we can do it on a new business. If you would like to allocate a certain amount of money from the room full of furniture to our scholarship fund. So, for example, we really need an operating fund. We are low on funds. We want to donate or allocate rather 10% of the room full of furniture fund, this fund, whatever. But we need to make that decision if that's something we want to do. That's where I keep these notes. I can't remember everything. The pop-up. We had talked about doing a pop-up. And my concern is, I think it's a great idea. This past weekend, you guys know, one of my problems, I don't know how to rest. So I went to the Montreux Jazz, I went to Art Beats and Needs, I went to a bunch of them, and I talked to people, I recruited people for our pop-ups. But what they said to me was when and where, and I didn't have an answer. So if we are going to, and I went to Renaissance Highs, oh my God, it was off the chain. They made so much money. It's a great idea, it's quick and easy. If we charge $100 for a spot or $200 a spot, we get 40 people, that's a lot of money. And then I was suggesting, and I'm gonna let Pam and Denise take the lead on it, we had a discussion, that we would sell chicken sandwiches or fish sandwiches so we can get some additional money there. But the key to this, everybody, that we got is time sensitive. The weather is changing. We're gonna find that out Sunday. So if we do it, we need to decide what date it's gonna be. It's gonna be on a Saturday or weekday, the locations. I did speak with Tony, and Tony said 600. You just need to know the dates, and they would be amenable to that. If not, we could look at 900. I talked to people at 300, or a church. I talked to a couple of pastors, see if we can use their place. Again, the vendor rent can be $200 or $100. Right now, we need to keep it low, not 300 or whatever, because of the time thing. Because we've got to get this thing done before mid-October. We need to do it in September if we can. We need to know the number of vendors, the attraction. We need something to bring people there. How do we recruit people to come to that event? And it's not just going to be all labor people. And again, we just talked about fish sandwiches, possible chicken sandwiches, whatever. So we need to decide if we're going to do that. We'll talk about it in detail on Saturday. I'd like to know today from all of you, do we recommend that we do this? I think we should. We've got to get a good, strong committee and make it happen. The school supplies, again, the locations. I don't want to do this again. Last year we were, when it came up, we had already had a school program, and we didn't follow through on that. And school's already started, and everybody else has already given supplies. If we decide to do this again, I'd like to start like in July, so we can get the kids the supplies when they start school and give us time. One of my biggest headaches, or not headaches, one thing I try not to do is ask people for money all the time. I don't want them to think, we think them as an ATM machine. But if people want to donate, we need to figure out the locations, the school level, the type of supplies, and a deadline delivery when we're gonna do that. So again, let's just talk tonight. If we wanna do it, then we're gonna bring it to the membership on Saturday. Communications, we're gonna start using WhatsApp, app for with your texts, but it's gonna be a Detroit CBTU chapter only. The other WhatsApp, you get on those, you get 20,000 different texts from people want to say you something or give you something. So ours will be only for Detroit CBTU members. And we're not going to put it on social media. We'll do it internally. We ask everybody not to share that with everybody because that's going to be our official feed. A lot of people still aren't getting emails. Like Tawana got one email and she get another one. I don't even get emails sometimes. So that's coming up. We're gonna roll that out at the end of this month. Again, if you know of anybody who has not been receiving emails, please contact Tracy. Forward the information to Tracy. Holiday toy drive, and one of the things, like I said at the meeting last time when they talked about doing school supplies, I said it's hard enough to get people give us toys on time. You know, back in January, I asked everybody, hey, start bringing your toys in. I still haven't gotten. What I do? I have 5 toys in my basement that I bought from last year. So if we are going to do the toy drive, which I'm pretty sure we're going to do, we got to start pushing that so we don't wait. Because one, we won't have the vote center to store the toys in, and 2, I don't want to be rushing, you know, like we were last year. Like Denise, you know, she was able to get help. She even had people donating money to her. So we can do it in a timely manner. You know, let's get it done. Also, we adopted a family, and this year I'm going to ask you to join me. And this is totally volunteer, adopting a family in CBTU's name. So I do want to read this to you. Maria Briscoe was one of the victims of the man who randomly killed 3 people, wounded one in Detroit a few weeks ago. She was a single mother of 5 and a grandmother of 2. I'm with the organization where you probably saw it on the news. We meet once a month at this restaurant. She was our waitress. Very, very nice lady. I found out she was the one that was murdered. It just blew me away. You know, news never knows the truth, but she was waiting for a ride share to go back home. She had just dropped her son off at work. She, you know, again, the woman working 2 jobs. She's going to U-Haul to rent a U-Haul because she was moving, and the ride share dropped her off and found out it was closed. She had called another ride share, and she was waiting for it when that man murdered her. So that's what happened. And she died what she did every day, working to take care of her, make a better life for her kids. She's survived by a 4-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 17-year-old, and a 21-year-old, 1-year-old, 2-year-old grandchildren. I'm going to have the size. I've already reached out to the family. I'm going to get the size and find out the ask. And I said we'll be able to get everything I want. But to try to make this a good Christmas Kwanzaa for the family. I'm sure there will be other people doing that too, but it was placed on my heart. So this is what I'm going to do. I would love for it to be, well, it will be in CBTU's name because I'm doing it in CBTU's name. But if you'd like to join me on it, and also Lois, you got to do it, Lois, because you wrapped the best gifts. You had the best bags. So I got pictures of Lois them bags. I want to take them on myself. Regional conference. Everybody, the regional conference is coming.
Before you go on,
yes.
I just want to know, do the family need something now instead of waiting till Christmas?
I can ask them that. I had a conversation with them. They do have a GoFundMe account, and those of you may have seen it on my Facebook page. But that's a good question. I can, and my group of friends, what we're talking about doing, you know, it's like funerals. Everybody comes to the funeral, and then 2 weeks later, you don't see anybody. I was telling them we need to see if we can do something next year, whether it be school supplies, school clothes, or something like that, or try to get them a scholarship or whatever. But Lois, I will find that out, and I'll get back to the body and let you guys know. Good point. The regional conference is coming up, everybody, September 24th. I'm not gonna say beg you, but I implore you to attend and try to get as many members there as possible. And I'll tell you one of the reasons why is Jimmy Settles. Jimmy Settles has been one of the biggest supporters of CBTU, especially Detroit CBTU. When we had problems with national, Jimmy Settles was there for us, you know, and anytime, I mean, I can't go into personal stories, but there are people that needed help to go to convention. There have been just a lot of things Jimmy Settles done for CBTU to keep us abreast, keeping us relevant when some people in UAW didn't want to support CBTU anymore. Jimmy said no. And when I say that, I mean, and not in a negative sense, but there were presidents of UAW that were like, oh, CBTU, okay, whatever. So Jimmy kept us on the forefront that we are at the status that we are now. And I think it'd be wonderful if we have a packed house at Region 1 to honor him and Gerald Kareem. Both those brothers, UAW Ford presidents. I'm telling y'all, we take things for granted because as this thing goes more and more, you may not see that many African Americans in leadership positions like that. Those of you in the UAW, the election is coming up. I want you to be mindful of that. You're in Michigan. You have a lot of Black folks in Michigan. You spread out throughout the country. There's not that many Black folk in the UAW. So again, Jimmy Settles and Gerald Kareem have always been there for us. We need to make a big showing. So if you have not registered, please register. When you register, put on there, if you go to the Cash App, that is for the convention, but also if you have a food allergy, like, I remember Phil, cheese, no cheese. If you have a food allergy or something like that, and they also, and we'll talk about our new business, they asked us to make a donation for the food for the conference, and I'll bring that up on the new business.
Mike,
So please, yes.
As of now, only 26 people have registered.
Is that from us or everybody?
Everybody that's Cash App.
No, I'm saying that means all the other chapters I was talking.
Yes,
Are you-
any and everybody who's Cash App. But there's
Wow,
names here that are not part of our chapter.
That's bad. So everybody, please talk it up. Call, your friends who are members of CBTU, every single executive board member. I expect you to be there, unless of course you can't physically be there. But I expect every executive board member to be there to honor these two giants. Thank you, Trish. And again, Deb Lee will be there.
Dave Claxton has his hand up.
I'm sorry, Dave. Go ahead, Dave. Thank you, Trish.
Tracy just mentioned the Cash App participants. What about those of us that paid cash? You just said you had.
I only have records of those that have Cash App.
But I gave mine at our meeting last.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see.
Yeah, because I didn't
I got
go.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And me too. I think Tawana did as well. Some other
Juanita
people.
paid cash. Michael paid cash. Dave Claxton a check, and Peaches paid cash.
Mhm. So yeah, we got them today.
I don't want to come, and they said I can't come in.
Don't worry. Phil will be there. We'll tell him Phil, you'll get in. But my point to everybody to be very serious. We need to show up and show out for Brother Settles and for Brother Kareem. We just need to do that, y'all. I'll get off my soapbox. Again, the price, $20, $25 at the door. Or Janice, you have your hand up?
Yes,
Janice?
so it's at Region 1A, and that day we are having a labor walk, just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on that day. Andela's event, Frankie Darcell's event. By the way, again, part of our branding, everybody. Frankie has our emblem on her stuff. It's going all through everywhere on Chronicles. So again, part of our CBTU branding. Now I'm gonna let Andela tell you about, and Denise tell you how I showed out at the Soul Day, and all the people singing CBTU.
Okay, I said that to say I'll be popping in and out because I'm at the region now for the election. So
okay,
I'm gonna help with that and be at y'all's. Both.
Okay, but if we again, if you can't be there, you can't be there. But if we can,
well, I'll be in the building because it's at Region 1A.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's where. Okay, so I'll be in the building. I'm just saying I might be popping back and forth.
No, I'm not talking you, sister, specifically. I'm just talking about all of, in general, that we all as an organization need to support those two men. Again, we talked. And Dana asked us to donate $150 to the event, and it'll bring up a new business. They wanted that $150 to be for, I'm assuming for food. So we'll do that under new business. That won't. If you approve my report, that won't be part of our report. Could be a yay or nay yet. The water relief in Mississippi, I spoke about that very briefly, working on that. Now here's the big ooh-wee, the political action. Now, we sent the letter out, we ask you to think about your different ideas on it. I'm gonna send this to you. I'm just gonna run through a couple of things because we gotta start working on it. For example, thank God we got the $5,000. But it has to be, it's only for political action we'll plan on doing, and the things that I told them in the application that we would be doing. For example, I told them we may, didn't say specifically would, purchase phones. Yeah, for phone banking, we as organization, we have to decide, do we want to do that? What plan? That's what we need a committee. What plan? The cheaper. I can tell you from my experience, what we use, we get the lowest rated plan that we could. And we keep it for 6 months and get rid of it or whatever. Also paying stipends for people for doing phone banking. Do we want to do that? Paying for lanyards and so forth and so on. We are preparing classes right now in partnership with the NAACP for poll watchers. We're going to have several classes so people can watch the polls. But as we talked about in our last meeting, we are going to emphasize that people sign up for the AV ballots. But also what we discussed is all the mistakes that happen. You can fill out an AV ballot, drop it off in a box or mail it and have a mistake on it, and they'll just toss it. They'll spoil the ballot and you'll never know. So we want to do an educational program, not only on the issues, but about how to do those ballots. We talked about not using felt pens, different things like that might not seem important, but can stop somebody from voting. Target the zip codes of median incomes. For example, in the 48219 zip code, there are 46,336 residents. The average age is 36. The median income is 39,000. So specifically, we can go and target high voter areas and lower voter demographics. People with lower health rates, all that plays in a part. People with disabilities that can't get out, and go and vote. These are areas that we can attack to ensure that we get a large amount of people. Again, I want us to create a political education speakers bureau where we go around in different churches, block clubs, and speaking about the issues. Because a lot of times I'm telling you, people just don't know. Recruit college students, high school students to get involved in all phases of voting. And of course, the mobile spotter. So all of this plan that I'm going to email to all of you. I want to hear your ideas tonight to add on what we already talked about. Because we got to start getting it going. We only have the vote center to November, so we can take advantage of it. They're going to let us use it, so we can be up there throughout the week. Doing phone banking or whatever. The other aspect of everybody, if we're doing phone banking, it will be done with your computer, your laptop, or your iPad, because they no longer have the papers that we're using. So we need to talk about that specifically, the voter education plan. So that concludes my report. Are there any questions? Any questions? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to accept the report. Oh, I'm sorry, I got a question. Tawana, go ahead.
For the monies that you receive from the grant, I want to suggest that we place any monies from like grants or monies that's donated to us for specific things into a separate account so that we can have an accuracy of what we have that we can spend versus what we have that we can only spend on certain things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally agree with you. Yeah, and I know you and I have similar conversations about other things. Totally agree with you. And everybody on this grant, we can't mess up. We're gonna sign an MOU, and that's again why I have Michelle and Dwight will be a part of it as well. Watching it, we all can vote on how we want to spend the money. That's not an issue. It's just that we got to do what we said we were going to do, and then we got to do it. So you're absolutely right. So yeah, Tawana, we don't need a motion on that. I've already, I talked about the other things we did. We got donations. So yeah, that definitely will be a separate account. One of the things, everybody, we've been we trying to keep our money straight. I'm pulling together trustees, and there are 501(c)(3)s, making sure that we're clean and good. I have been doing it until they've gotten together. I've spoken to the you call them FBI, the IRS guy personally, and Paul Mitchell, who moved to Florida, is still helping us. So I'm turning it all over to the trustees along with the information. Tracy was able to share with me all the information, and I'm going to share that with them. Thank you. Any other questions? Any other comments? Hearing none, I will entertain the motion to accept the report.
So
Motion to accept the report.
Thank you. Is it been second?
Second.
Second, motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you so much. Next up would be old business. Is there any old business? Any old business? Hearing none, we'll move on. Any new business? I'm gonna ask Tracy if she would go over the, we talked about the October 1st deadline.
Okay, one second.
Oh, okay, take it. I'm sorry, Tracy.
What Mike and I had decided, what we talked about is if you pay your dues after October 1st of 2023, of 2022, it will go towards your 2023 membership. But we had last membership meeting, a couple people paid their dues. They will still be in that category. All of their dues are going to go towards 2023. So that way our dues calendar year is October through September. So if anybody chose to pay their dues now, I would just tell them kind of hold off a couple weeks till October 1st, so we could put it under 2023. And those dues won't be sent in till, the report won't be sent into 2023, because if we send it now, they'll put it under 2022.
Any questions for Tracy or any suggestions on the membership she has come up with?
Sounds like an excellent idea to me.
Hearing that, thank you, Phil. We have a great membership cheer. I will entertain a motion to accept Tracy. Motion to set
I
our
make a
membership.
motion, we accept Tracy's report.
Thank
This
you.
is
Is there a
Lois.
second? Thank you, Lois. There a second?
I
Support.
second.
Thank you, Andela. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
That wasn't me, that was Tawana.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, that's Tawana? Oh, all
Mhm.
right. Well, you know, you black people sound alike, look alike, dance alike.
She sound good, don't she?
Yeah, she do. Thank you, thank you. Any other new business? Any other new business? Everybody, don't forget about trying to find us a home. Me and Phil still trying to find us a building, but yeah, we need something temporarily. Any good and welfare?
Just a comment.
All right. Go ahead, dear.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment. On Labor Day weekend, my son was in the Black College Hall of Fame Classic football game. And originally, that particular game was founded in 2009 in Atlanta. But they're looking at continuing to bring the Black College Football Hall of Fame Classic to Canton, Ohio every year. So it was a great game. And of course, my son's school won, so it made it even better. And Fred Hammond, he kicked it off on Saturday evening. So if you like to check out that gospel concert, it was very powerful. It's on my YouTube site. Feel free to take a look at it.
All right, thank you, bro. Good to see you back, man.
Yep.
Any other good and welfare? Go ahead, Denise. Go ahead,
No,
Denise.
I was trying to unmute, so I don't know if it goes under here. So
Girl, I didn't know you thought I thought you was in church for a minute. You waving that hand.
no.
I can wait. Denise, Saturday, can you be prepared to take those boxes of food to the church? We'll give you about 20 boxes.
This Saturday?
Yeah, will you be coming to the meeting?
No, that's I need to say that. No, I'll be on a bus to Paw Paw to the wine and harvest festival.
Well, let's talk so I can get those to your church.
Yeah. So
if you need some food cleaner boxes, let me know.
okay.
Anybody gonna be at the meeting? All y'all gonna be gone. Tracy gonna be.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Golfing.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll be there.
With the labor walk.
I'll be there, but
I
guess
wanted
what?
to tell
It's
you.
gonna be the quickest
Yes, Michael.
meeting, Phil. I'm gonna have a short report because I'm gonna see Kim that night, so I ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
That time.
Mike.
I got tickets to Kim.
Michael, listen.
I'm listening. I'm thinking about Kim.
I know. I'm seeing them Friday. The labor walk. I wanted to tell you, I'll start on the 17th at the region. They will start at the Vote Center on the 24th.
we'll be doing phone banking, but that will not start until October.
You'll be
So
doing
it'll be
banking
running-
at the region and the vote center?
I believe it's gonna be region and vote center, and then you know how they had Monroe local. I don't know what the other local is, so yeah. That's why I wanted to
Hey,
announce.
Denise, you said, on September 17th, the labor walk is where?
It's gonna be at the region only.
Okay, and what's the 24th?
Starts at 8:30. So it'll be every Saturday starting the 17th at the region, and then every Saturday starting the 24th of September out of the vote center. Phone banking will start October. I don't know the date. I'm thinking the beginning of October. Just want to do it closer to election time.
Do you have a time that it's gonna be at the vote center?
It'll probably start at 8:30 because we're starting at 8:30 at the region. If it changed, I will let you know, but I'm sure it's, thanks, Tawana. I'm sure it's 8:30 also.
Denise,
Anything different, yes.
the one at the region, will that be covering Detroit as well, or just out that area?
You talking about the one on the 17th?
Yes.
I am not sure. I have to see what AFL-CIO when we have the meeting with them. I think that was like that day is going to be the test, you know, to make sure and then they'll start on the 24th at the other.
Okay.
That's it.
To piggyback on that one, Region 1 is starting theirs the 17th every Saturday. I think they said for
What time?
I'm not sure. They sent out a form so you could start volunteering, but they're starting theirs also every Saturday.
And we'll be piggybacking on that because, like I said, I know you guys are committed to other organizations, but we can do our CBTU. We don't necessarily do walks as much as we do phone banking, but I know with your organizations, you're required to participate if possible. So feel free to do that. But that's great, and it's going to take all of us everywhere because this ain't no joke. I mean, you saw what happened recently when this man nuked the secrets from other countries, and they don't talk about it. They won't talk about the FBI raiding his house. It's just amazing what's happened to our country. Last thing under good welfare, everybody, just keep you updated on Willie Polk and on Larry Page. Both of them are having really difficult health challenges now, so please keep them in your prayer. Larry's at a rehab facility, so please keep the brothers in your prayers. Dave, before we go, you give a quick update on Bill. How's he doing?
Doing well. Talked to him yesterday. Bill's in the rehab, as I reported last week or week before last. He had me laughing. He said he's going to get 5, 6, or 7 of people in there, and they're going to do a breakout. So he said he's ready to get out of there. Be careful, Bill. He said they're going to be walking down the street with walkers and canes and whatever, breaking out of the rehab. But he's doing well.
You tell him, and I got to call Bill. I owe him a couple of calls. I got to get with him. And Michelle, I just saw that you hit it. Michelle Thomas? Michelle Thomas?
Yeah, she's on.
She's gone?
No, she's on still.
Oh, okay. Michelle, can you hear us? Michelle? Michelle? Okay, I guess she can't get to it. Okay, I was going to ask her report. I know so she has some correspondence come in. Any other good and welfare? Any other good and welfare? We're hearing none.
Wait, no.
I'm sorry? You had a question, Tracy?
Okay, no, it's just our conference at U of M, Latino Workers Conference, is next Saturday. We're still taking registrations. There's 7 great classes being offered. So if somebody still wants to register, you can contact me tomorrow.
What's the cost, Trace?
Well, most people are using their vouchers, and it's $540 for the class and $60 that you're responsible, either you or your locals responsible for your food.
Okay.
And you don't have to be a Latina or Latino to attend.
So if I don't know Spanish, I'm good?
If you don't, well, we will have an interpreter there because we have 2 people coming from California that do
good.
not speak any English.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're providing an interpreter for them. And this is the first year, and this was a big coup for us. We have 7 people coming from California. They are members of ASME and they are EMS workers.
Oh, wow.
We've never had EMS people to come and participate. So this is a big coup for us.
Well, there's another reason why you need to volunteer to come out there with me to recruit these people into CBTU. So we need you. Need you there. That's great though. Tracy, you guys do such great work. I mean, that thing
We try.
you guys are phenomenal. Michelle, are you still with us? Okay, I just wanted to thank, well, let me do it publicly. Just want to thank you, Michelle. I think I said it in my report, but Michelle was the one that brought the people to us, the Black Voters Matters, and they turned me on to the grant, and we were able to get that file. I don't think other folk did. Anyway, we got it, so that's the most important thing. So thank you, Michelle, for that. And then your reward is you're gonna be in charge of it. So that's how it goes. All right, any other goodwill for any announcements? I do know there's a lot of, those of you in the UAW, there's a lot of parties for the leadership that are running on the Curry team. I thought I had a list of it, I don't. I know one's
One's at the TULC on the 24th from 3 to 7.
Okay, so if you'd like to support, again, we don't support candidates, but I love Ray Curry. He's a member of the Detroit chapter. Also, the president of the UAW is a member of the Detroit chapter, as well as the Region 1A director is a member of the Detroit chapter, as well as the director of Region 1 is a member of the Detroit chapter. Need I say more? Any other announcements? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to dismiss.
So
I
moved.
make a motion.
Lois made a motion. Oh, one last thing for you go. Lois?
What? You hear that? What?
I ain't gonna you want no money. Lois, we're gonna be doing a political action broadcast dealing with education and teachers, and I want you to co-host it.
What is the date? Because school has started back and now we're running around doing all kind of PD.
I'm working with the guests. I'm gonna have some union officials around the country, but I want you to be on it, and we'll see if we can make it with your schedule. Okay.
Okay.
I want your insight on it.
Okay.
All right. Well, now you can say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody be
I'm on
safe,
another
and I'll
Zoom.
wait.
You made the motion to adjourn, nobody seconded, and you didn't vote.
Is there a second?
Yes.
Second by everybody. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time, everybody. Be safe, please be safe. Okay, and hopefully I'll see some of y'all Saturday.
Not me, not golfing.
Phil, I'll be at the door at 6:30, Phil.
Okay.
I'm working.
Mike, I'm gonna try and make it.
You can. Hey, you can. Hey, we do a lot of stuff. You all are champions of the community. So I just appreciate whatever you can do. Thank you.
All righty.
All
Good night,
right.
everybody.
Good night.
Be safe.
Saturday.
Mwah.
And on that note.
Hey, Mike, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this Saturday, is my son's first home game.
Oh, wow, great.
So, yeah, so I'll be at that this Saturday.
Okay, but like I said, I'll probably be the only one at the meeting, but that's okay. You gotta live life. You know what we say, family first.
I'll be at the meeting too.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Phil, bring a shot glass back from Hawaii.
Yeah, my name will be more.
I don't think Phil's gonna be thinking about us when you get to Hawaii.
If I see one, I'll grab it. If I see one, I'll grab it. If I see one, I'll grab it.
$2 shot glass.
But we $5.99 now. They $5.99 now. But you worth it. You worth it. You worth it.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you much. And have a safe trip.
All right, thank you. And on that note,
bring back pineapple.
You the second one trying to get me in jail for transporting illegal fruit.
Hey,
Somebody
cut
else
it
said
up.
the same thing. Somebody else said the same
cut it
thing.
up. Don't bring the whole pineapple, just cut it up and bring it in the 10-4.
Okay. Okay. All
Okay.
right. There we
Have
go.
a good one.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.